Hello everyone, welcome to Accounting 210. In this video, I want to talk about the chapter 10 multiple choice practice with you. So the first thing I want to talk with you is I also leave this blank for you on purpose. I want you to use this page. This is my note. I want you to use that page to do your review by yourself. So whatever you have any question, right? So this is what you have, put down what you have. So maybe your review is different from me. I'll just show you some example using my notes. But do whatever, feel free to do whatever you want to do. So when you have your exam later, instead of going back to all of your notes, going back to textbook to read like 20 pages, you just need to go through your notes now for this summarized notes, I mean. Chapter 10 basically talking about three things I would say. The first thing is always each chapter you will learn some background, some terminology, which means you will see those things in the multiple choice. And then we have the main calculation of the measure ROI and residual income. We also have the next thing of variance calculation. So the first thing, I put my notes here. I read the textbook actually when I did my notes. So I'm not going to really read. Make sure you know those things. Just check there. When I go through the multiple choice, I can point out more details, those things. And then for the ratio, I don't worry too much. I think most of you got the ratio calculation. And then I also talked about the evaluation. I also talked about the variance actually is similar with your My Accounting Lab assignment. So you always put your actual on the left side. You put your budget on the right side. Chapter 10 is master budget. Chapter 11 is standard budget. And then you put kind of the combination of those two things in the middle. So it's always your actual units time, your actual price is always AA, and the budgeted units time, your budgeted price. So in the middle will be actual units time, your budgeted price. So we said every time you just change one variable, you change one item. So from I'm talking about chapter 10, then it will be AA and then actual master budget and the master budget. You can watch the other video if you want to in the chapter 10, the variance summary, that video. Last thing is about the balanced scorecard. I would say you most likely will have multiple choice for that part at least. So let's just go ahead, go multiple choice quickly. I'm not going to say each one, like I just point out some very important or harder ones. Some you can just find the thing directly from your textbook. So the first page, actually these 6 questions, they are not related with the chapter 10, but I got it from your active duty. I think you repeat doing those questions so you will not forget important things. Right? So I'm not going to say too much income and then relevant information. We have been doing this a lot. So I think the first page you can take care by yourself. From second page is about chapter 10. So what I did is I put the textbook page number, and then kind of if there is something I want to explain, I'll just put a note there. First thing about the decentralization, what is not advantage, we said it will not achieve the goal congruence. Just think about that, right? Decentralization, you make the decision that may not be the best for your parents' decision may not be the best for you. So you will not have the goal congruence because people are different. Question 8 talking about a large corporate division is most likely as investment center. I put it here, actually it's last sentence in page 586. And then question 9, thing I want to explain a little bit, talking about profit center. Based on your textbook, profit center it's measured based on revenue, cost, and also profit. While the first 3 items are not a profit center, because no matter it's production or human resource or accounting department, they do not generate revenue, right? The production department, they don't sell. Our accounting department don't sell, and the human resources, we don't generate revenue. All we do is we control the cost, right? Double-sided print and handout, double-sided kind of control the cost. So those things will be measured based on costs instead of profits or revenue. So they are only cost centers. This is one of the things you may want to read textbook more carefully. Question 10 directly from textbook, I have nothing really to say. Question 11 also from textbook. Question 12 from textbook. So you can read those things directly, those concepts. Question 13, actually this is from page 588. We didn't talk this in detail, but you should know C is correct. Favorable variance are the variance that cause operating income to be higher than budget, right? If your actual is more than your budget regarding operating income, then that's favorable. And then with textbooks are very clear. You cannot say favorable means it's always good, because from chapter 11, you should know, sometimes for the price variance, when we have direct material, you may get a good deal, but you may sacrifice for the good quality. So you cannot just say, from the number part, it is good, but you cannot say it's always good news, because we also have non-financial factors. Similarly, you cannot always say, hey, it's always bad news. Okay, then choice B, we didn't even talk about that. We said management by exception. Actually, this is on page 589, but I'm not going to test you. I didn't mention this one. If you want to read textbook, that's fine. If you don't want to, you will not be tested in the exam also. Question 14, talking about that, I just put text page number, you can go back there. Question from question 15 all the way to question 15, all the way to question, oh my gosh, all the way to question 24. They are all about ROI and RI. I'm not going to say too much. Have to know their formula. First way to test you is your formula. Second is just to give you some numbers, just put the number using your calculator. Read the textbook, you should get all the results there. I put my notes there, make sure you know what is sales margin, what is capital turnover. Those are the two parts of ROI, right? We said you separate ROI to sales margin and then capital turnover. How do you get ROI? Residual income is just the income minus the minimum required income. Okay, so question 26, I want to explain a little bit. Question 26 and question 27, they are kind of related. We said ROI is good, but it will not reach the goal congruence. RR actually is better regarding goal congruence. What's the meaning of goal congruence? It's basically what your parents do will also be what you will do. What you will do will be also what your parents do, right? CEO, what CEO will do will be the department manager's best interest. Manager's best interest will also be the company's best interest. So that is kind of question 8 here. Goal congruence is manager, they will do the things, and then if that benefits the managers, it will also be the best interest of the company. So your interests are aligned, right? Aligned. Question 26, what this will do. Advantage of using ROI basically tells us relative to ROI, because it will reach the goal congruence, which means the department will do the things that is also the best interest of the company. We said the best interest of the company. I don't have the example here, but I think I made a video regarding if there is a special project. Remember that if you use ROI, the department manager may not do it, although the CEO will do it, because doing the project will decrease the department ROI. But if you use RI, then the manager will do it, because doing the project will increase the department RI, which is consistent with the CEO's decision. So that's the choice A. Manager will do all the projects as long as it exceeds the company's minimum rate of return. So when CEO says do it, manager will also do it, because if you use RI, it will reach the goal congruence. They two are the same. Okay, they two are the same. That's the reason. I think that's the reason. Read choice A. Think about that. It may take a while to think about that. Okay, question 28. Then talking about the variance. So we just, if you read textbook, A is wrong. A is wrong because volume variance is flexible budget and the master budget. The only difference is because of the different volume. It's not other than volume, it's because of the volume. Question 29 all the way to question 33 is balance the scorecard. Make sure you know balance the scorecard, right? You don't just know their names, you have to know what is inside of each perspective. I'll go through this briefly, make sure you read your textbook. So to measure a department or to measure a company, you always, ultimate goal is the financial part, right? Are you earning money, yes or no? How do you get financial is you have to let the customers be happy, because customers buy your products, you will earn money. So customer perspective will increase the financial perspective. Customer perspective basically has a customer and then also market share. So those are the two things in the customer perspective. How do you let a customer like you? You cannot just say he likes me, right? You have to provide good quality products at acceptable price. How do you do that? You have to have a good internal business. Internal business, which means your daily to daily. Internal means everything inside of your company. Internal business. Textbook said 3 parts, kind of like your patent, kind of like your operation, kind of like your after sale, the customer service. So those are your internal business. You have a new patent, you product your things properly, you deliver your things on time. So those are internal. How do we have internal? You have to have people and the information system for you, right? Which are the learning and the growth. Learning and growth has 2 parts. Employee and information system. So those are the 2 main things of learning and the growth. So learning growth improve your internal improve customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction will improve your financial. So those are related. And then I'm not going to say too much. Basically, you should know each perspective. I'll give you an example. You will tell me, hey, what's that? So new patent will be internal business, right? Employee training will be learning and growth. Employee capacity is learning and growth. And then defective is your internal business. So make sure you know those things, and so you will get points in the multiple choice. Okay, I think that's all I have for chapter 10, multiple choice. As I say, calculation is just the ratio and then the variance. So those men focusing on the concept part. Make sure you check your assignments, also all of your in-class quiz, put all of the things in your notes, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.